Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it is a beautiful night for football here in the Midwest as we are at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team... not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. Mark is 59. Mark the 59. I know he ain't got it. Five.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for KC, and even 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it. And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Now for the point after. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Philadelphia ready to get the football back here, and I wanted to revisit where they're at right now after that loss at Dallas Week 7, because remember, Doug Peterson was really confident last week. He said, look, we're going to go down to Dallas. We're going to get the win in that football game. Well, he was half right. They did go down to Dallas, but they were throttled by the Cowboys 37-10, and now you think about it, 2 straight losses, and they're at 3-4. Not a good spot.
And I know people will look at Carson Wentz and the offense, and that's where the focus will be, but you have to look at the defense. They've given up 75 points the last 2 weeks. They're not getting the same production that you would expect from some of their big-time players, and they've had a lot of injuries. And the schedule doesn't get easier for them. They've got to go to Buffalo, then they're home for Chicago before their open week, and they will need that open week trying to get some people back.
And statistically, that last loss, important, because 51% of teams that start 4-3 go to the playoffs. If you start 3-4, just 14%.
But if there's one team that can make that number stand on its head, I'd say it'd be Philadelphia. Remember where they were at midseason last year? They made a late rush to get into the playoffs.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Defensive lineup here for Kansas City, and this is the crew that had 9 sacks in Week 7 after having 11 through the first 6 weeks of the season. 8 of Joe Flacco in Week 7, and 1 of the punter, Colby Wadman. That's tied for their 3rd most in a game since sacks became official back in '82. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
2nd and 5. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Good solid gain on 1st down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a carry here for their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Chiefs offense takes the field again here, and let's look at what happened week 7. They beat up on Denver 30-6, and the Chiefs needed that after home losses to Indy and Houston. Now, the big story, of course, Patrick Mahomes dislocated patella. That was the quarterback sneak play that everybody was talking about. And
hold on a second. What is a dislocated patella for us who don't understand, who don't speak medical?
I was just going to get there, Mr. Davis. It's a dislocated kneecap.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but it seems like they might get him back sooner than they originally thought.
Yeah, originally, as you know, the word was, 3 to 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Now we're hearing reports that it may be on the low side of that, maybe 3 weeks. And if that's the case, he could be back for the Minnesota game after missing the Green Bay game on Sunday night.
And the key for him and why he could be back sooner, no ligament damage, a big sigh of relief.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Who that? Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On the ready.
I'm scared.
Snap.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 11. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
They'll try and run with their fullback. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
Ready. 60 or 54. Come on. You better bring it.
On the give, this is their fullback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
The ball didn't work very well on that play. Defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Ready? 10-2 stop. 56. Now watch one. Cut. 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Ready, go. 5.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it. And now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All day, every day.
Back to throw. Going right right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
Single.
He's back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.